Hi guys, this is Aniko, and I am back with my 6th Let's Play of Harvest Moon. Now, I was originally going to take us to right before the beginning of summer, but I realized as I was going through the beginning parts of the 25th of spring that I have triggered one of the romance events, and I want to make sure that you guys get to see that. So, more sun, because apparently I can't have any rain this spring. Alright. So let's go out and trigger this. The old hunter is locked in the cave. Yes. And that's my subtle cue that I probably ought to do something about it. But first, just so you know, when you get one of these events, once you take care of that event, a little problem occurs in that as soon as it's over with, you're too exhausted because, you know, this is exhausting for you, and you immediately go home and go to bed. So we need to finish our chores before we go up to the mountain to help the poor old fellow, and that includes watering and whatever else we want to do that day. Fortunately, he's in the cave, so we can actually go when it's dark, and it is no big deal. This is one of the easier events. There's some that you can only do during daylight, and it honestly puts a real crimp in your style, and in your money-making for that day. So off we go. We'll collect what we need. Go into town, buy some seeds, water, and then we will be back to take care of the old hunter who's stuck on the mountain. Okay, so I've got everything watered, and for this particular one, oh, just so you know, this is the snow gem seed that I bought at the flower festival that I didn't get to show you last time. During the winter, we will plant it, and it will actually do something. So, anyhow, for this particular scenario with the hunter stuck in the cave, we need our mallet. I just happen to know this because I've played this game before. There is a way to figure this out. I'll show you. So you come up to the mountain, and this is the one time at night where you will see the carpenters running around like crazy people, and they're like, "We've got to save him!" Yes, I took all day to get out here. We can't go forward because the inside of the cave is collapsed. Have you got a hammer? Hammer! Okay, yes, we have our hammer, because we're gonna have to break up rocks. And here's Eve. This is Eve's event. She says, "Please help my grandpa." So obviously, I've gone to the bar enough times to get Eve's attention. So we're gonna run around here. And you'll notice the stray power berry up there. We can't get to it yet, but we will soon. I think over the summer. Let me break all these stuff up, and then we just come up here. Oh, and there he is! And you just click on him. He says, "Oh, ouch! It's you! Phew, I'm too old now. Something happens to me. Look after Eve." So now he's been like, "Oh, you need to take care of my granddaughter." Okay, there we go. She's so glad he's alright. I could have gotten out of there by myself, because he's a man, and the hunter man. Blah, 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 scared her to death, etc. And now, come to the bar, get drunk with me. Okay, great. He's a promising young man. I swear, that's frightening. So, she says thank you, get a random little kiss, and off we go. So, of course, he is mentally exhausted after this, and says, "I'm going to bed. Good night. See ya." Okay, and that is one of the romance events. Oh, and we'll go ahead and check the weather for tomorrow. And then I'm going to pause here again, and I'll be back with you, I believe, once we're a little bit closer to summer. Welcome to the last day of spring. I've obviously been very busy making money, so let's check and see what our weather is going to be for the first day of summer. Sunny! Why am I not surprised? With the weather in summer, there are 3 possibilities. Sunny, rainy, and basically hurricane. If we have a hurricane, I'll talk about that when we get to that. So, to prepare for the coming of summer, first things to know. corn takes 12 days initially to grow. And then after that, you can pull a harvest off of it every 3 days. So I don't have to replant corn every single day like I've been doing with the potatoes. That being said, it does take 12 days for corn to grow. And because of that, we are going to stock up and plant some extra potatoes today. I have hoed enough for 6 extra days worth of potato growth below our current rows. This is on purpose because we want to keep the money coming in while we're waiting for our new corn crop to grow. So once I get these potatoes harvested and we get the chickens fed, I am going to hop into town and we are going to buy a lot of seeds. Now, the one thing I need to tell you is I have to plant these potato seeds today. And the reason is I can't plant them in the summer. They will not work in the summer. However, if I plant them on the last day of spring, the potatoes will continue to grow well into the summer. The whole 12 days. Also, as you can see, we now are up to 3 chickens laying eggs, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to need to plant some more grass. You need about 1 bag of grass per livestock animal. And technically, even though the chicks aren't grown yet and I don't have to feed them, I have 5, which means I'm not going to be able to buy a cow until I plant some more grass. But that'll be a little bit later. We'll worry about that in a few days. So first off, into town to buy the last batch of potato seeds. At least now I have plenty of money for buying what is going to basically be 12 bags of potato seeds. I already have 2 in the shed, so to fill the additional 6 spots, including the one for today that I need to replenish, it's going to be just another another 12 bags of potatoes, basically 6 days harvest worth. So 1 potato, 2 potato. Let's give me the potato. Okay, 3 potato. 4, 5. Yes, it's a lot of clicking right now. 6 potato. Halfway there. 7 potato. 8 potato. 9 potato. 10 potato. 11 potato. And finally, 12 potato. Okay, let's go plant our bucket load of potatoes. Now granted, we're gonna have a lot extra to water for a little bit, but this will keep the income coming steadily in the beginning of summer, and that's pretty important because there's a lot of things that need to be done this summer that involve money, i.e. upgrading the house, and buying grass, and feeding chickens, and you name it. Let me get my bag of seed here. So we've got a lot to do this summer, and a lot of it's going to be spending money. So we want to keep the income up. Potato! 1 potato, 2 potato. And here's our new rows down here. As you can see, they just are mirror images of the upper rows. All these potatoes I'm planting right now will literally come in at once. That will be okay. We will just do what we did with the festival when we left the planted crop there. It'll be fine. Nothing's going to happen to it, and we'll pick it as the days pass. I'm now up to 1430 thanks to the 50 gold worth of chicken eggs. I shipped 3 today. Seeds, and seeds, and seeds, and seeds. Okay, that's all of our potato plantings. So at this point, I get to water all these, and then we're going to start summer, and we will wander into town and buy ourselves a lot of corn seed. Okay, folks, welcome to the first of summer in Harvest Moonland. It's been hot. No kidding. So that's how the weather forecast changes. So Wednesday, 1st of summer, I have 10,000 gold after my proceeds from yesterday and buying a million seeds. So let's get out of here and get cracking. First of all, you'll notice things have changed a little bit. He's gonna run up here. Like, hey, how you doing? I'm making a great thing now. It'll be complete around the 20th. So around the 20th, we will be going to the shop to see what cool invention they have for us. So yeah, the farm changes a little bit. You now have these like kind of hazy clouds running around. Pretty fun. Okay. Including chicks, I have about 6 chickens right now. So I'm gonna stop incubating chickens for a little while because my grass is going to need some time to catch up. I don't have quite enough planted. So that's one of the things we're gonna be working on over the next few days. So let me feed the 3 chickens that are fully grown. I'm gonna run outside and harvest the potato crop for today. And then we're gonna run to town and we're going to pick up a bunch of corn seed. So yeah, potatoes keep growing in the summer. It's great. It's a great way to keep the money stable while you're waiting 12 days for your corn to finally mature enough to get your first harvest. I love it in the summertime though, even though it takes a long time for corn or tomatoes. Tomatoes is the other potential crop, but we're gonna stick with corn this season. Once they're grown, once they reach that initial growing season, every 3 days, like clockwork, you've got more to harvest. You don't have to go in and spend more money. You know, the initial investment is totally worth it in this particular case. So toss all our taters in. And I'm actually going to buy all the corn we need to plant for the season in this one trip to town, because I don't see any reason to be making excess trips to town over the next few days. And once we kind of get the corn established, our concentration is going to be getting our livestock really squared away. We're going to be buying a cow very, very shortly. We're going to be upgrading the house very, very shortly. Upgrading the house will allow me to finally think about marrying one of the girls if I so choose to, although I will probably wait until the fall season to really pursue that. The main reason to upgrade the house during the summertime is if you do it during the summer, this particular summer, you get a special bonus, and it's a clock. It'll allow me to hit the key that shows the date and how much money I have at any place, and also get the time, so it gives me a better sense of how much time I really have to get back to the shipping box before the shipper comes, and those kind of things. It's just a really nice thing to have, so it's totally worth upgrading your house in summer. But the real reason that I'm worried about livestock is because once you get into fall and winter, livestock are really your main income. You can't grow any more crops. So here we go. We've got corn in the yellow bag, and guess what? Tomatoes in the red bag. So I'm gonna buy 12 of these. 12 corn. And the text on these is just like forever. Yes, 1 corn, 2 corn. I know, I read it the first time. You don't have to tell me every single time. 3 corn. 4 corn. And this way, I'm not gonna have to come back in town for a few days. It'll be great. 5 corn. Oh, the text. Come on. 6 corn. If you can hear my dog growling in the background, he really doesn't like the sound that the text makes when it's scrolling. He likes to growl at it. Okay, this will be 8 corn. I know. It's terrible, isn't it? 9. Okay. 10. Ooh. 11. And 12. That's it, dog. That's all the more noise it's going to make at you. I know, it's just terrible. Okay, next stop. See how much gold we've got left after buying all the corn. So, I have 6,560 left. So let's run down here. And we're going to go to this little shop right here. And we're gonna pick up, we're gonna skip the milker, we're just gonna get the brush. The first cattle you buy are babies, and it takes them a while to mature, so we don't need the milker right away, so I'll just buy that. And then I'm gonna hop over and I'm gonna visit the carpenters up in the tree and tell them that, gosh darn it, I want my house upgraded. If I can make it in time. May or may not make it in time for today, but hey, it's worth a try. Ah! Looks like I'll just barely make it. Okay, good. Awesome. I want to enlarge my house. Yes. Yes, I do want to enlarge my house. Okay. So that's the big things for the day. He's going to come by tomorrow and take 5,000 gold off my hands. So let's head back to the farm, and we're going to plant 2 of the new corns, because that is how much space I have left. And then basically my job for the rest of the day is going to be watering everything. I have a lot of stuff to water right now because I've got literally double of what I normally would want planted. But eventually that will all be gone, and we will be just harvesting top rows of corns. So I'm going to pause the video here, and we're going to pick up in the morning with the lumberjack guys coming by to work on my house. Alrighty, we're back for day 2. And probably the weather's sunny tomorrow, but we'll check anyway. Ah! Yep, sun tomorrow too. Okay, so after tomorrow's spending and whatnot, we're at 7,190. We're about to spend 5,000 of that though. So let's pop outside. And the carpenter's there. He says it costs 5,000 gold to enlarge your house. Will I take that? Yes. So he's going to start off tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning we're going to see some craziness unfolding here. But then we'll have a bigger house and can pursue potential marriage. Okay, so let's get rocking and rolling here. There are things to be done. So here we are. Got my 6 chickens. And they have laid a barrel load of eggs for me. One here. Okay. And now 4 of them fully grown, so I'm gonna have to put in 4 pieces of straw, hay, chicken feed. I don't even know what this stuff is. Okay. And then I'm gonna harvest the potatoes for the day. Which is going to take us a few minutes. Anyhow, the other cute little thing is the song changes for the seasons, which actually is kind of nice because after 30 in-game days of the same little doodly song playing, you start to get a little tired of it, even if it really doesn't offend your senses. This isn't like the high-budget Harvest Moons of today, where you get multiple little songs that might change up and play at different times. Okay, so that's halfway through. Just a few more, and then I'm gonna take you and show you the grass plots and explain the cow plan. The cow plan is basically how many cow can I buy right now with the current amount of grass I have, and also including the chickens I have. And also including the chickens I have. It's roughly about 1 bag of grass that's planted per animal. So say you've planted 6 bags of grass, that means you've got enough grass to support 6 animals. And actually, the store owner who sells the livestock will not sell cows to you or chickens to you if you don't have enough grass currently planted. You can actually make do with less grass if you're willing to breed all the animals yourself. The chickens, that's an easy thing. you can very quickly be using more than your normal grass. But with the guy with the cows, it's actually better to buy the cows from him if possible. So here we are. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 patches of grass. And since I have 6 chickens, that means I can currently buy up to 3 cows without planting any more grass. Now, granted, we're definitely going to want to up that. So let me grab this, and I did see 1 piece of grass that needed to be harvested up top. So the plan is first, as I have 5,000 gold apiece, I'm going to go into town and buy my farmer a calf. Each time that I have 5,000 until I have 3 calves. And then I'm going to start planting grass, and every time I plant some more grass, I want to work up to a total of 24 patches of grass, which is going to be 12 chickens and 12 cows. And at that point, I will be fully stocked and able to pretty much support myself with the long term with just livestock. And, you know, the fall is where that becomes super important. Alright guys, I am going to stop the video here, and we'll pick up again in a week with the beginning of house construction and raising money for animals. So, you know, we're going to get to 5,000 gold to buy calves very quickly. So next time we'll at least buy 1 calf, maybe 2 if we can make enough money. And we'll go from there. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.